Howdy friends, and welcome back to Toy Box Nostalgia. I'm Douglas, and in this video we're going to be unboxing and reviewing and taking a very close look at the absolute brand new 2024 Mattel He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Cartoon Collection Cartoon Style Webstor. Look at this, look at Webstor, this is amazing, right? How did Webstor get out before some of the others? I don't know, I'm just very excited because I love Webstor. If you're new to Toy Box Nostalgia, you'd love to see more content like this show up into your YouTube newsfeed, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Truly helps out the channel. If you enjoy the content of this video, or if you're just a fan of the Cartoon Collection toy line from Mattel, or you just like the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe cartoon, or you liked the Evil Warriors of Snake Mountain, or you like Webstor, please give me a thumbs up. I'd love you so much forever for it. And drop a comment below letting me know what you think of this crazy looking action figure. Wow, it truly looks like it's from the cartoon. I'm really excited to get this open. So give me about 10 seconds. I'm going to set some stuff up here, set some lights up, and, you know, just do my thing here. And I'm going to catch you, my friend, after this quick break. Okay, so here he is, my friends. Let's take a look at the packaging first. I know we've seen this packaging multiple times here on the channel. This is the regular He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Cartoon Collection packaging where we have like that semi-gloss card, but in high gloss we have He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. It says, Webstor, evil master of escape, make him climb up his line. And then we have the Castle Grayskull in the background that looks like it's from Club Grayskull. Says 80s Adventures up here at the top left. Down at the bottom says Mattel, and this is for 6+. So the action figure takes up the entire bubble, as we see here. I don't know if you can see it actually, but there's a really dark backpack in there that goes all the way to the card. He utilizes all of this space, and it looks like he comes with just 2 accessories. He's got a grappling hook here, and he's got the statue of a cat here. It says Cartoon Collection on this clear sticker right here. On the front, looks gorgeous. And we do get the Shape of Vengeance, the same comic that came with Evil Lyn, as we see in there. Very cool. Flipping over to the back, take a look at this beautiful artwork. This is nuts. Here we have Katrina, we have Tila, and then we have Webstor up here. And it looks like this is where Webstor steals this statue. And you could see his grappling hook there. This is beautiful. I love how this is like warm. Like you think it's lit up by like torches and it's like in old times or something, yet it's probably not. It's kind of futuristic actually. It's just in a different galaxy somewhere, in a different solar system, on a different planet. Like this is Eternia, and like just the way it looks is just always beautiful. And the way that the artists represent all of the characters and all the buildings and the vehicles, everything has been absolutely done beautifully by the artists, and that was very inspiring to me as a kid. So we have modernizing and celebrating the original 80s Masters of the Universe animated series. Then we have 2 action shots here, includes Grimalkin statue, and then also twist into powerful battle positions, and we can see his grappling hook here. Very cool. We do have our cross sale here. We have Webstor, Evil Lyn, Clawful, and Spikor. This is the domestic version, says Mattel, empowering the next generation through play. And here is the barcode in case you need it. Okay, so here's everything that you get with this version of Webstor. We already took a look at the packaging, absolutely beautiful. And we've already seen this comic in the Evil Lyn video, but I'm just going to go ahead and bring it up to you here. In case you haven't seen that video yet, I will flip through this and you can pause and read if you like. Finally, on the back, we do have that same cross sale we saw on the back of the packaging here, just a little bit larger. And wow, Evil Lyn looks amazing. I don't know, I love all of these. This is my favorite toy line from Mattel right now. Actually, I like it more than I like Masterverse, and that's saying a lot because this doesn't have much articulation for toy photography, and I love taking toy photos. So I just love the cartoon, and I love stuff like this, like the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon style toy line, and this, the cartoon collection from Masters of the Universe. Those things get me excited, you know, that's why I'm here. So let's take a look at these instructions first. Typical, you know, for any type of Masters of the Universe Origins action figure, you're going to be removing the head, or you can remove the head. You can remove the arms at the shoulders, you can remove the hands at the wrists, and they are on pegs, and then you can remove the feet. And the reason why is because remove and swap parts. So we do have some bands here on the action figure in the bubble. So I'm going to cut those off and I'll be right back. Okay, here he is, my friends. Take a look at this Webstor, right? Have you ever seen a Webstor like this before? Because I sure have not. I'm very excited that Mattel made Webstor from the He-Man the Masters of the Universe cartoon. And just, wow. Let's just start with the details. Take a look at his head there. So he's got 4 eyes. He has 2 on the top here, small, like little mini eyes. And then he has 2, you know, larger size eyes right here in eye sockets. And his teeth, he has like his canine teeth on his bottom, kind of stick up out of his mouth. Look at that profile. That's just adorable. Take a look at his ears. They kind of look like elf ears, right? And he's got like these horns up here going down the center of the top of his head. Just looks awesome. Very cool. So it looks like we have a typical like male torso right here from like He-Man or even like Man-at-Arms, just painted vibrant blue. And then the arms all look the same. Also, we get 2 gripping hands that are like this, you know, and then we have the, you know, the belt is like a very high gloss orange, whereas everything else on here is kind of a flat finish. You know, the loincloth is black, and it looks like the default loincloth for like male action figures in this toy line. And then we have these boots. So these boots are kind of fishy to me. They kind of look like the toy version of Skeletor. But I know that from the cartoon, Skeletor had like regular, you know, feet. He didn't have like these 3 bird feet or like reptilian almost, right? With these big claws sticking out. And these boots are like a really nice flat colored purple. Flipping over to the back, we do have this coffin shape right here of his backpack, and he's got his very large grappling hook that pulls out of here. That's kind of cool. Pulls out, and then you see there's like a little arrow right there, and allows you to just twist it back up so that you can retrieve it. That's nuts. That's really cool. It says 2023 Mattel right there. Made in Vietnam. That is awesome. The colors are absolutely fantastic. This being super high gloss, the belt actually kind of makes sense, you know, because it's probably some sort of metal, right? And then this part isn't. Well, it kind of is. It's glossy, but not like this. This looks like car paint almost on here, like a bright orange, like muscle car, right? And then the grappling hook is also like a semi-gloss that matches the orange here. It's really cool, actually. So these 2 orange colors, like the tones, match in person perfectly, whereas this is a little more vibrant. And the string is an orange. Oh, oops, just came right off there. This string right here, like the rope that comes out for the grappling hook, is also orange. I don't know how long it goes. Maybe like, yeah, that's probably it. Maybe I'd say this is about 14 or 15 inches that this rope extends from the backpack. Let's see if I can't fix this here. That's probably a good way to go, but I'm just going to tie 2 knots right there. Yeah, just temporarily. And then, yeah, I like how this is coffin shaped. That is so cool. And it's probably about 1 centimeter thickness. And then I'm just going to wind this up. So let's move on to articulation, my friends. This is going to be a typical Masters of the Universe Origins action figure, so the articulation is going to be the same. So we do have a ball joint here at the head so that we can, in fact, swap out parts. As we see, we'll take a look at the bottom right there of Webstor's head. Very cool. Let's start with the tilt. So we do have a good, massive amount of tilt. Looking up, of course, he's going to have to look up because he's going to have to throw his grappling hook somewhere, right? He needs to see where it's going. Looking down, yeah, he could look down because he's going to have to get down after he climbs up. Using his grappling hook, right? Duh. All right, so anyways, moving down to the arms. They are pegs, and they do have a hinge, so they can move out and swivel. So let's go ahead and show you the peg here. This is a Masters of the Universe Origins peg, and this peg hole goes down diagonally towards the pelvis. Moving down to the elbow, we do have a hinge at the elbow, as you see here, and it's on a peg, so it swivels. You can't take it apart, though. And then we have a peg down at the wrist, as we see here. So we are going to get a lot of swivel, and we do see a hinge that goes into the palm, Webstor's palm. And the hinge is the same configuration as on the right hand as the left hand, as we see it goes into the palm, and they are both gripping hands with the thumbs pointed out. Moving down to the waist, we do have a swivel, and this does in fact come apart, so you can in fact swap parts. As you see there, it's a Masters of the Universe Origins peg. Slap that back in. Down here at the pelvis, we do have those ball joints that are on pegs that come out of the pelvis. There's no kind of drop feature or anything like that. But you do get a huge amount of articulation. So because it's a peg, or a ball joint rather, it does swivel pretty much all over the place. You could get some really good range of articulation there. Moving down to the knee, we have a swivel at the knee, and then we have a hinge. Moving down to the boots, we do have a swivel at the boot, and the boot does in fact come apart. So you could probably put these boots on Skeletor, though it wouldn't really make any sense. The original action figure from the 80s, Skeletor feet, kind of reminded me of this, but in the cartoon it didn't. And because this is the cartoon collection, that, like I said, it just probably wouldn't make any sense. Going down to the bottom, we do have a hinge down here. So we see a lot of articulation, very cool. And then we have so we see there a rocker, so we can in fact have the feet flat if he does get into some sort of battle stance, where he's ready to fight, like he's standing his ground, right? He's flat on the ground. Very cool. So that is the articulation. Those are the details. Let's take a look at this feature. We kind of looked at it already. You just kind of hold on to this. I would hold on to this in the knot and then pull it out. And I'd say, honestly, it's about maybe 13 or 14 inches in length. And then to get it back in, you could kind of see that arrow. Turn it clockwise. So I'm just going to turn this clockwise, and it's going to suck this thing all the way back in. So that's cool. I'm going to leave it out a little bit so it can dangle downwards, make it look a little more natural, right? Yeah, look at this Webstor. This is awesome. I'm super happy with this. This is nuts. So let's go ahead and take the backpack off, and we can see that this is what he looks like without it. Man, that blue is just awesome. The backpack is like this, I guess like a Skeletor purple color, and it's rubber for sure. Well, the straps are rubber, and then this big coffin piece is like a hard plastic. So it's actually a composite of many materials. I mean, we have string, we have rubber, we have hard plastic, we have semi-hard plastic, and then this part actually swivels up here. Okay, so that was a little bit of a pain in the butt to get that connected and kind of stay on there. You can see it's like really loose on there. Now, I'm not a fan of well, I was when I was a kid. It was fine as a kid, but I wasn't a fan of like that old-fashioned type of buckle where you had the buckle piece go through and had ridges on it. I'm happy to see something different. I'm not sure if this is really the route that Mattel should continue with, because that seems like that's going to fail really easy. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I just think this looks absolutely fantastic. Super happy with this action figure. And yeah, so we have one more piece right here. This is the statue right here. This was the Grimalkin statue. Not the Guinea Malkin, the Grimalkin. And it looks like it's some sort of panther or cat, or maybe some sort of dog animal with like very large horns. And it's made from two different materials. So we have a rubber right here to protect you from piercing your skin, and on the tail and on the legs. But then like the center's like really rigid, like hard plastic. But this looks awesome. I don't specifically remember this episode, but anyways, I think that this looks incredible, and I love the marbling that's in this because it looks like a real like jade statue of some sort of cat dog animal. With horns. Just looks very menacing. It also kind of looks like the animal's smiling. I don't know what it is. Kind of looks like it's grinning a little bit. Looks very menacing. Just awesome. Yeah, this is crazy how cool this is. So if you want to hold this with this action figure, really easy. And you can probably even hold the tail. Yeah, just look at that. Just instantly, just holds onto it really well. I just wish that these action figures came with more hands, like open hands. Imagine an open hand, like holding or like take a picture of him petting, right? Petting the back of this guy. Even though it's just a statue, you know, whatever. You can make stuff up. That's what this is all about. Perfect. So here he is, my friends. I hope that you enjoyed the Toy Box Nostalgia unboxing and review and close look of the Mattel He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Cartoon Collection Webstor. This action figure is in the vein of the Filmation cartoon. I honestly couldn't be happier. I think the sculptors did an incredible job on the head sculpt, the whole thing, like even choosing the boots, like the feet, the coffin-shaped backpack. How cool is that? So cool. I love it. And even the Grimalkin statue is just perfect to me. I wouldn't change anything with this. I'm honestly still surprised that Webstor got ahead of some of the other action figures. I honestly would have assumed that Mattel would have released first in order, but that's not a complaint. I'm very happy and very grateful to have this Webstor. This is a piece of art. This is a beautiful piece of art to me. I gotta say, these videos, the Mattel videos, are not sponsored. This is really my opinion. Think about it. How good is this going to look up here behind me on the shelf with the rest of the cartoon collection? Perfect. With the popping, beautiful, vibrant colors and the fact that it's from a cartoon. You know me, if you're a fan of the channel, I'm a huge sucker for 3D representation of cartoon characters, like Batman the Animated Series from DC Direct and McFarlane Toys, the cartoon collection, obviously, and like the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon style toy line. I just love this stuff. And I know it doesn't have great articulation. I really wish there was a bicep cut here and maybe like an upper thigh cut. Hey, maybe it's something that I could figure out how to do. I don't know. I've never modded a toy that hard before, but either way, this is my favorite Mattel toy line at the moment just because of the aesthetic. And I can't believe it. Like, I can't believe this exists. The sculptors put so much love into this that there's no way whoever designed this wasn't a huge fan of the cartoon or of Webstor. What if Mattel has so many sculptors and people in charge of doing this stuff that people just got to pick their favorite characters and just run with it? I mean, I don't know. I love it. I know a lot of folks talk about the color scheme and some of the colors being off, but to me, I don't know. When I see it, it just looks perfect. So thank you so much for sticking to the end, my friends. I'd love to know what you think of this He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Cartoon Collection Webstor. So please drop a comment below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your week, and remember, collect and shoot.